everybody, it's Kat, and I want to welcome you to this episode of Backstory Sessions. I'm joined today by my co host, Matt. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Kat. Hey, everyone. How are you?
Well, it's the most wonderful shopping time of the year.
Yeah, we're about 5 days out or 6 days out from Black Friday.
Well, and all this, like this, so we've had snow, and you had snow, a little bit of snow, and I just feel like, we have been in the Christmas season since November started, but definitely getting this close, a week out from the Black Friday sales.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
already
well,
like,
Amazon has had sales all week as well as a lot of other stores, Target,
yes,
you know.
exactly. Like my phone has been, every few minutes a message. This is like, we picked this out for you. This is
Yeah.
a great deal for you.
Have you
Yeah,
have you bought anything?
no, zero.
Really?
I mean, I bought things, but not like the things it picks out for me. I don't even know, like, if I mention anything to someone that might even not be about something that I want, like just in a conversation,
Hmm.
then I start getting like advertisements for that.
Well, see, they're listening just like Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, honestly, it does not help because I am not purchasing something just because I happen to mention the word.
You never know. I mean,
Well, I would say so far, it really hasn't known me that well. Like the things that it has sent just haven't really been good matches.
what has it sent you?
I mean, just really strange things like these like outdoor clothing, different things that you might need for hiking or really,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm thinking like, okay, why do you think I'm on that list?
Did you tell someone to take a hike?
Well, that explains it. You have solved the
There
mystery.
you go.
But I mean, I guess that it could be like, I mean, everybody's always in a business, they want the target audience because, that's like when we're trying to sell tickets, we want the people that love theater or are looking for a different kind of experience in the arts, if you can target those people, and also the people that have the money to spend on non-essentials.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess it, you get put into categories apparently with this advertising.
Yeah, I'm sure that's some of how it works.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe they just send it out and like, just throw it out there and hope that it sticks with someone.
Yeah, I mean, I get a lot of clothes things. I've been looking for clothes for our upcoming company Christmas party. So, everybody's sending me ads for things like that.
Yes. And have you made a decision? Have they sent you anything that you're considering?
I mean, there's lots of things I'd consider, but, semi-formal wear seems to be a little pricey.
Yeah. Well, you'd think, if you wait until Black Friday, you might get some bargains.
Well, I mean, everybody's got sales going on all week, so, I might
Well,
find something a little better after Black Friday, but
supposed to be the big day. But, I mean, so you do Black Friday because you think, okay, now, that's going to be the best prices. And then, Cyber Monday comes and then that's going to be the best price. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It's just always like a big racket. And so,
I mean, they should just make it like, I don't know, like a month long thing now. I mean, the month of November, they could do it.
Okay, well, do not take my birthday month and turn it into,
It's so commercialized.
yes, is nothing sacred with you. You would also be taking Justin's birthday month. So,
That's true.
I mean, maybe they just need like, a shorter period of time and like really mean it, like this really is the low price that you're going to get.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. They just try and, they keep sending the ads so you'll buy stuff, and then, they keep sending more so you'll buy more.
And another thing that I've noticed with some, places is that it'll be like, oh, today only you can, by midnight you can get, 50% off or whatever it is. But if you look at like what it costs before that, it's like the same thing when the 50% is off. All they did was raise the price and pretend like you're getting 50%, to make it be like appealing is what it seems like with some
Right. Yeah.
places.
Well, I mean, that's how they market stuff. So,
Yeah, well, I just because I do watch prices quite a bit, I am definitely
bargain
curious.
shopper.
Yes, I mean, I watch the prices of things, and so I feel like that it's easy for me to spot when the price is not all that low.
All right.
So,
Well, so this is our Black Friday episode, and how it works is we pick out things to recommend to our listeners to buy, and we don't discuss beforehand what those things are. Like Kat picks out a bunch, and I pick out a bunch, and we reveal them as we go. So that that's how it's gonna work.
we're off to a really good positive start. I mean, I don't even know if we said like happy holidays or anything,
No,
but
we have not yet.
well, happy holidays to everyone out there. I want to really say happy Thanksgiving because, that is a holiday that seems to get overlooked in this.
Shopping season, yeah.
Yes, yes. And another reason that I am against turning the month of November into Christmas season.
Yeah, well, you know, like Thanksgiving is, turkey and all that, and
What you're thankful for in life.
yeah,
And
yeah, all that too.
yeah, well, that stuff is important. And really, when it comes down to it, is more important than the Christmas stuff, presents, if you ask me. But this episode is about, like you said, the things that we pick out that, we think are like, I don't know, what do you have any kind of criteria for your picks?
No, just things that looked interesting to me.
Yeah, me too. Like, I tried to, get some different price ranges, but that wasn't the main thing that I looked at.
Yeah,
I
I just, surfing through different sites, and I saw something and it was kind of cool or whatever, and I thought, wow, that's good. That's a good one to put on the episode.
Well, who would you like to start?
I think it should be you.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I had one to start with. And I want to say, like, today is my dad's birthday, November 24th.
Hmm.
And so I did pick this particular item out because I know that my dad, he would have been 84 this year.
Wait, can
Uh,
I guess what it is?
I think you might guess, but I'll let you. Yes.
Is it meatloaf from Cracker Barrel?
No, but that would be the dinner that we normally would have had for
Right.
his birthday. So But you could probably guess like what kind of gift it would be too.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So this is kind of cool in that it is a stereo that plays like all the formats. So it looks like a record player. Like if you're just staring at it, that's what it looks like.
Right.
But, and so we've had, I'm sure growing up you had like the stereo and it had like a radio in it,
Mm-hmm.
so some things like that. But and so this is a little bit upgraded from that. And I mean, it has any format. So you can play records, you can play cassettes, you can play CDs, MP3s, SD cards, USB drives. It has a radio, so you can hook your smartphone through Bluetooth. So basically it's just like blending the old with the new. Now, I did not see 8-track tape on there,
I was
so
just
I
gonna ask
don't.
about that.
Yeah, I don't know that it does play the 8-track. And so, that would be kind of a designer flaw if it doesn't, because there are those people out there that still have 8 tracks. So, are looking for something to play them in. So
I mean, I can't imagine who would still have 8 tracks, but okay.
I've seen them. I have seen them. So
Really?
now I have, I don't know if anybody's got a player still working, but my dad would have loved this because, he had a million CDs and he also liked records. And so, you know, I think it is a good gift because everybody in the family can enjoy it, on whatever it is that,
Yeah.
yeah.
He had a bunch of VCRs too, didn't he?
Yes, he did. And, maybe they'll like add that to the next version. Now, it's a little bit pricey, I guess. It's like $280, something like that. So, I mean, obviously you can get a record player cheaper, but if you bought all these components separately, it adds up. And to get them all into one, I mean, because it's my dad's birthday, I'm going to say this would be an item I would recommend because families could enjoy music together.
All right. Well, there you go. Where can you buy such a thing?
Well, I'm going to be posting the websites that I found these from. And then that way people can, I mean, I'm sure because you could save $50 on it right now.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Uh, but, I mean, that was at the time. So we'll see if you still can. But at any rate, I did want to share that. And we will be sharing the links
All right.
to these.
All right. Well, my first one is a little bit tough to wrap only because, it needs to be frozen. So,
Frozen.
yeah. So, do you like pizza, Cat?
I do.
All right. Well, this is the Baskin-Robbins ice cream pizza.
No way.
Yeah.
An ice cream pizza?
Yeah. It's a chocolate chip cookie dough crust, and it has Twix caramel crunch ice cream.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. With M&Ms, sprinkles, and hot fudge.
That is ridiculous.
It
That
is.
is, oh my gosh.
It's a good after turkey, or I guess whatever you have for Christmas. It's a good dessert for.
Well, you need that on Black Friday to get to get those carbs in there and the energy to
Yeah,
fight the crowds and all of
right.
that.
All that sugar energy.
Yeah. I mean, so do they deliver this or you have to
Uh,
pick it up or?
I think you have to pick it up probably. You can probably get DoorDash to do it if you have a Baskin Robbins in your area. I don't.
Yeah.
Do you have one there?
There's one in London. So,
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
So you'll have to look into it.
Well, or you could send me one.
That's true.
if it is sent like that. What is the price for this? And okay, and how big is this? Is like individual or a large pizza or what?
It looks to be like a medium-sized pizza, and
Mm,
it is $31.
wow. Well, about the price of a pizza.
Yeah, a little bit more expensive, but just look at all you're getting.
Well, I mean, and also you don't have to eat it all at once. You can
True.
just put it away and, enjoy it like in your pre-Christmas gift wrapping and all that stuff.
Yeah, so it just looked really good to me, and I thought you might like it. So,
Well, also another thing you could do with that would be when Santa Claus is, wanting his cookies and milk, you could just put a slice of that out there and probably up your present a little bit.
yeah, maybe. You never know.
I mean, it's
Unless
worth a
he
try.
unless he doesn't get there till late, and then it's gonna be soup.
And then you get coal in your stocking.
Yeah.
Okay, so that could go either way, so keep that in mind. All right, so I have a really, I think, so cool, great item at a great price, and I actually think that I will be purchasing this. Not many times that since we've done this have I actually purchased something that I, was a pick because usually, they might be interesting to me, but I don't think they would be necessarily a pick for a specific person I'm going to buy a gift for. But now I really like this one, and I think it's the coolest thing ever. So, did you have a Viewmaster?
Oh yeah, I had tons of them.
Well, those were so cool. And so, with this, it's called my photo bag, and you can like upload the photos, and it makes a Viewmaster reel and sends a Viewmaster and the reel with all the photos that you picked, as a gift.
Oh, huh. Okay.
So you just look in it like you would, you used to your Viewmaster, and you just flip that little thing, lever on the side, and you can just go through the photos that someone's picked out for you. So now, is that not nifty, like cool, nostalgic, and fun gift?
It is nostalgic, yes.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, so, like you could do this would be great for grandparents or, anything like that, like the grandkids, all their photos, their school photos, photos of the family, anything like that really. Maybe somebody got married in the year and you're sending them a gift and you have some photos from their wedding, or maybe you crashed a wedding like on the beach or whatever. But I mean, really there are like lots of memories that you could do with this. So I think it's really neat.
Alrighty.
And I don't remember exactly what the price is, but it's like under $50, and that's a good deal for a Viewmaster and also, the picture reel.
So how many photos can you upload?
Let's see, it looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, like maybe 14
Hmm.
on one. Oh, and also in the middle of the reel, you get to put your photo and like a message. So it could be like Merry Christmas or I love you, or, you know, I hope that you get coal in your stocking, good riddance, happy holidays, whatever you want to put. Memories we'll never forget, or memories, best forgotten, whatever you want to put there. But you get a photo in the middle that you get to pick out too.
Hmm.
And, I'm sure that as upsells, you can order additional ones and just, keep your Viewmaster.
Yeah.
Now, I will tell you a trick about the Viewmaster that I was always curious as a child. So I was doing like always just trying to figure things out. And if you take a flashlight and shine, you could make like that was the first projector I experienced was me taking a flashlight and shining it through my Viewmaster. And you could make like a small projection on the wall of that photo.
Alrighty. Oh,
Yeah, if it was dark enough.
yeah. Things you didn't know.
I know. Well, now you do, and you've got a great Christmas gift there.
Yeah, it's you know, definitely different.
Well, what's the downside to it? I mean,
I mean, yeah, I don't know. There really isn't one.
no, I don't think so. It's the price is right. It's useful, nostalgic. I mean, so if you get it for someone younger, they may not even know what a Viewmaster is, but because if you put the reel in backwards,
Yeah.
you, yeah, they may not even know what to do with it. But
Yeah. It could be tricky to operate.
yeah, and also like you could break that, the side lever little
Yeah.
thing off, and then I don't know what happens, but
And stuck.
yeah, and your reel is too. So
Yep. All right.
so But anyways, I like that idea, and so that is my next pick.
All right. So my next one is something that I actually use at work a lot. So I listen to a lot of YouTube videos and podcasts and things like that at work because I'm at my desk a lot. And I use headphones because I don't want to disturb the other guy who works in my office and, that sort of thing. So I was using regular headphones that, the earbud things. And every time somebody came into the office, I would have to take them out because, I couldn't hear them because I only have one ear that functions. And, if I got headphones in, then I can't hear anything. So I switched to these bone conduction ones, and what they are is they go over your ear, and the thing that where the sound comes out sits just in front of your ear, and you can you can hear people talking and whatever, but the sound is really good. And these are the Shocks Open Run bone conduction headphones. They are sweat resistant, and they're for like running. They don't like fall off. Like when you're running, if you're using an in-ear type thing, it might fall out or whatever. So these work really well for that sort of thing, and I highly recommend them.
And what is the price for those?
They have a few different models. The ones I have were about $120, I think.
And so do you have to like charge them or anything, or are they
Yeah, they're charged by USB. They
okay?
they last pretty much all day. I usually plug them in the morning for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and they're charged up, and then I use them all day long and then charge them the next morning. So,
Wow, that's pretty cool. I did not know that, those existed.
yeah, it'll also connect to your phone, if you want to answer calls and that sort of thing. It has a microphone built into it that'll pick up your voice and transfer it to your phone. So,
Mm. Wow. Well, I can't see any downside to that unless you forgot to charge them.
yeah, and it tells you if it needs to be charged. There's
Well,
a voice inside. Like when you turn them on, it says what the battery level is and if it's connected or not. So works out pretty well.
well, that is pretty cool. And also good that you have that particular, that you're actually using that product. So,
Yeah, I bought them probably 6 months ago, and They are certainly way better than like earbuds or whatever, to me anyway.
Yeah. Well, I remember the days that we had to share earbuds
Yeah.
for to get through a podcast. So
Yeah.
interesting, how much we have progressed.
Yep. So yeah, that it's certainly well worth the money if you're gonna buy something like that.
Well, so as a gift, do you see any downsides?
I mean, other than you have to keep them charged, no. I mean, you know, you're not gonna lose them or anything like that. It takes some getting used to, but other than that, it's, you know, pretty straightforward.
So easy to use, like right out of the box and all that.
Yeah, you take them out of the box, you charge them up, and then you have to connect them by Bluetooth. Like I use my phone to play YouTube stuff, and I connect it to my phone by Bluetooth, and that's probably the hardest thing, but that's basically just, you know, the first setting up of that can be a pain in the butt, but other than that, it's once you get it working, it works great.
Wonderful. Well, that certainly does sound like a really good gift idea.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Well, this next one, I find it interesting on, several levels. It is a subscription, and you can get it for 3 months or six or, a year, like probably even just one. But it is a Yum Yum box.
What is that?
So you can sign up for this, and they will send like these different snacks. Like you get a box every month or, 6 months or, whatever, like you set it up for. But it's from different countries.
Oh, I see. Do they choose? So they choose the things that get sent every month?
Yeah. So like you could, like the first one might be United Kingdom. I saw that one on there. Then you might get, one from Japan. But it comes in like a box that has like, information booklet like about that culture. And I saw one that had it look like a passport, just like I think it would make a great gift for someone that was planning to travel or that liked to travel or, just dreaming of travel.
Yeah. Yeah. So do you get things that you would normally find here in the US, but just in a different wrapper kind of thing?
I mean, it looked like from the ones I looked at, it looked like things that I had not heard of. So, I think it really is authentic to that culture and not just like, a lot of things we try to make to look like a culture, but it's still our
Right.
own food or whatever.
Yeah.
I think these are genuine. So, that's the good and the bad because a lot of the things people may not like, because some countries use more salt or, less salt or,
Right.
whatever. Like seaweed, for instance, some people love that, some people hate it. So what if you got a snack of seaweed, like if that was one of them, would you?
Yeah. Hey, seaweed is not too bad. I've had it before.
Also, Vegemite. So you might have a Vegemite sandwich you could make, but people complain about the salt of that, but then other people love it, So, but you could put on, Men at Work and make your Vegemite sandwich, and
Yeah.
that be from Australia if you were to get that box. But I just think to like learn of different cultures, you could have like a party. So if you got this for like kids, 10-year-olds, whatever, they could have a party with their friends and you could decorate with that culture and, everybody come over and try out the different snacks and, it could just be a good way to learn about, other things. Like if you're reading a book or studying something in school, this could just be an added treat. for that.
All right. Well, so how much does this cost?
Yes, so the price, it varies. Like looks like a little bit cheaper, if you subscribe for the whole year, but you're looking at like about $300 for a year.
Oh,
Yeah, and $150, for 6 months, and 1 month is like $40. So you do save, the more you subscribe, but
yeah. So how much do you get for a month?
you only get the one box, and it has like, I don't know, I think it said like 6 to 8 treats or something in it,
Oh, wow.
plus the information, and all that goes with it.
Yeah. Hmm.
But just really the surprise of it too is cool, I think. You know, Never knowing like what you're gonna get, and what country. And then the 12-page booklet, I think it's got some trivia, and some games like that you could play that go along with that culture country too. So it's a good gift, I think, just to build on what you're already, you know, learning, and just to learn new things. Maybe you're studying a language, and you want to like, I mean, it could be part of a bigger package, like you get this and then you learn the language and then you get an airplane ticket, you know,
Sure.
something like that. I mean, I see good possibilities. Yum Yum Box. I recommend it, even though I've never had it.
Alrighty. Well, my next one is a little bit another practical item that some people may need at some point in their life. It is a watch band that has tools in it that would help you escape if you were being kidnapped. It is,
Wow.
yes, comes with a handcuff key, and it looks like some sort of knife blade to cut through maybe like, you know, if you were, what are those things called? The zip ties. If you were, your hands were tied with those, you might be able to cut through.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's some sort of, it looks like maybe a string or wire or something that you might be able to use to saw through something. I can't really tell. But yeah, you might want to invest in such a thing if you're going someplace that where they, kidnap people on regular. It could be a helpful item to have.
I would suggest getting the Yum Yum Box from those places and staying away from traveling there. But if you do get kidnapped, it's good to know that, you could have all that.
Yeah, the only thing that didn't make sense to me was like if you were kidnapped, usually they take everything you have anyway, so and you had this watch, they would probably take it. So didn't really make sense to me, but it looked like a practical thing if we were kidnapped and were able to hold on to your watch somehow.
Well, let's try to think like what else could it be used for?
Uh,
Like if you're not kidnapped.
well, I mean, that's what it's for. The name of it is the anti-kidnapping wristband. So,
Well, I definitely would say if you're dating someone, do not buy that. Because, especially if you haven't been dating that long, I mean, that could be creepy.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah, a little bit.
I just kind of see that as a bad Christmas gift.
Well, I mean, it's only $20, so.
Yeah. But like, I mean, wouldn't you feel a little freaked out if you got that from someone,
Well, I mean, they're just looking out for your safety.
or thinking of kidnapping you and taking the watch?
Potentially.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking like, there are times that like, that you might want to have something like that. I mean, it's not, I don't think you would get handcuffed too often, but like
Hey, no
uh,
judging. I mean, whatever your lifestyle is.
yeah, I mean, if you want to be handcuffed, great. But the zip, the zip ties, maybe there are times you want to cut those.
Yeah.
So that might be one time you could use it outside of a kidnapping.
Yeah. I mean, certainly you could find uses for some of it.
Well, I'm gonna say if I get that, I probably would be regifting it, but for $20, it is a bargain. Sounds like.
Yeah, I agree.
What what does it look like,
It looks like a fat watch band that has a couple things concealed in it.
So it doesn't look like real expensive, like a Rolex or something that
No,
people are,
no, it's more like a, Casio or something like that.
well, you do have that at least, that people might not like cut your arm off or something
Right.
to, yeah, take it. So, well, I mean, safety first. We always say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, my next item goes kind of right along with that, only I think, a little bit more like I think if you got this, you would not be as freaked out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. This is a flashlight and it's called the 5 mile flashlight because it will shine for 5 miles.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. I kid you not. Now, you know, it is going to last like 100,000 hours or something. I mean, it's a really long time that this works.
Does it
Yeah,
take batteries?
it does. It takes like three AAA batteries.
So it's only going to last as long as those do.
Yeah, but I mean, it is like gonna last a long time on those batteries because it's LED and they don't use as much power.
Okay.
But here's the thing, the beam can be seen, for 5 nautical miles. So
That's a lot.
yeah, I mean that is a lot. And it's very bright. It's like, I don't know, 40 or 50 times brighter than a regular flashlight. So you can use this now to do an SOS signal if you know how to do one.
Which I do.
Uh,
I don't.
well, nor do I, but it would be good to know. So if you get this flashlight, look that up and then practice it. Well, practice it inside because you don't want to, you know, have people coming to help you that you don't need. But
Yep.
also, I find this interesting. It can be a strobe light. Like you can change it to strobe and it will startle, like the intruder. You can like throw them off their game a little bit by shining this in their eyes and the strobe light.
Okay. I would think
Well, I
that.
mean,
I would
that would
think.
be long enough to grab your gun or, whatever, your watch, whatever things that you've got there. But, I just found that interesting that, it could be used to get you help or also it's just a great flashlight. You could take camping. Also, you can zoom it in, like instead of strobe, can be real precise. So that if you want to direct the light, so like let's say you lost your key or something, outside and it's dark, you can zoom right in on specific
I
spots.
would think you'd be able, if it's that bright, you'd be able to start a fire with it.
Well, I can't make any claims that it didn't make, but certainly, anything's possible.
Yeah.
Also, it can be submerged in water. So, you know, if you're drowning or you get stuck in your car in water, you can have your flashlight and maybe SOS, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
Yep. I would think. Yeah. I mean, you could.
And guess what? This is only cost $39.95.
Wow. Where do you find
Now,
that?
anybody, that is a deal. And dads would love that. Like everybody really could use this flashlight. The 5 mile flashlight. I recommend it. I don't have it, but I am thinking of getting one.
Well, I mean, you might need it. I guess. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, we're like turning into a scary or something.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying it is available and I do think it would make a great gift.
All right. So this next one that I have is a little bit impractical depending on your space, the amount of space you have available. But so did you've been to carnivals and fairs and things like that, have you not?
Oh yes.
So do you remember the Gravitron, the ride?
I do. That one that looks like a flying saucer or whatever.
Yes. So it spins around really fast and
You're stuck to the wall
yeah, yeah. So
till you fall off.
yeah. Or you try and stand up or something like that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you could actually buy your very own Gravitron for about $75,000.
No way.
Yeah, and put it in your backyard and, make I don't know, you could make some money by renting it out for parties or something like that.
Do you know how much your insurance would go up? I bet if you had a Gravitron.
Yeah, I'm sure there aren't too many people.
It'd be like a swimming pool, like you'd have to have that fenced up because people'd be getting in that like all the time trying to, get a free ride there.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could make some money by selling food and, starting your own little carnival in your backyard.
So it's electric, I guess.
Yep.
I wonder how much your electricity would go up.
Well, it's got lights all over it, and yeah, I'm thinking that it's probably going to cost a little bit to run it. So,
Well, you know what though? You could just like for Christmas or whatever, turn that on and you know, you don't even need any Christmas lights.
that's
Just
true, yeah.
light up the whole neighborhood like that.
Yeah. And then,
Or make them think aliens have landed.
yeah. Could
Then
use,
they could get out their little SOS flashlight we've just talked about and
you could use it
you know,
as a giant salad spinner, too.
that's another use. I love how these things are like, we are coming up with ways that they can market them other than what they've specified.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you want your own Gravitron, yeah. I guess you would have maybe need a permit for it or something, but anything's possible.
Well, I mean, for the kid that's got everything,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Or if you want
adult
to get
has
rid of your
everything.
kids.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think adults like this would be a good gift for them too, or you think only kids would enjoy it?
I think it would be okay for an adult maybe once or twice, and then after that it'd be like, okay, I'm done.
Right. So that's, it's like a lot of money for a present that you don't know if they'll like. So probably go with the younger crowd.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not a roller coaster, so, which everybody would want, I would think.
Oh, yeah. Or a Ferris wheel.
Yeah. Double Ferris wheel.
Well, I did not know that you could have your own, but that is interesting.
Yeah. So,
I wonder how so do you have to assemble it or, you know, how does that work?
I would assume it comes on a trailer and you assemble it the same way they do carnival rides.
So you're going to need some people.
Probably one or
You're,
two.
yeah. Can you see like a couple, mom and dad trying to assemble that together for Christmas Eve,
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
yes, that would be They would be like killing each other trying to put that together.
Yeah. You can make it through the assembly of that. You can last forever.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, see, another good use of our gifts for people to try out when they're engaged
Yeah. There you go.
and have 75. How much is it now? 75.
75,000.
Yeah, $75,000 that just want to try,
Mm-hmm.
see if it's going to work. So there you go. Well, my next gift is a little bit cheaper than that. And I'm like hooked on holograms. I'm very interested in those. And so this gift, I had not seen this particular use of a hologram, but it's an aquarium, a hologram fish tank. And so, it looks like that you have an aquarium. And this is for people, that kill fish all the time, like a lot of people do. Like I never had very much luck with keeping fish for too long.
Hmm.
But also, it's for people that really don't think fish should be in aquariums. So these are not real fish, but it looks like that they're there.
Oh, it's
They're
a
holograms.
hologram.
Yeah.
So, how big is this thing?
Well, it looks just like your basic, tabletop aquarium.
Mm-hmm.
It's not huge or anything, not like, like a shark or something is in there. But, I would say just by looking, it probably, I don't know if it said, but it looks like it's maybe 3 feet or something.
Interesting. So, I did see a something similar. It's a coffee table that's an aquarium, and the top of the aquarium is the tabletop. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah.
So you just so it's a real, like it does have real fish or
Yeah, it's
whatever.
got the whole setup.
Well, so this has, it does have like some plants and, it looks like the water's there and all of that. But I mean, in reality, none of it's really, there on the inside. So it's interesting in that way. It's like, I don't know, $150 or something like that. So I don't know, is that too much to pay? I don't know. But
Is it just an aquarium, or can you put other stuff on it?
I think it's only an aquarium, it looks like.
Oh,
Uh,
because I know you have hologram or hologram,
yes,
thing,
yes.
and
Um,
you can change it.
you can change it with an app, and you can upload or you so personalized logos, different things like that, pictures, video.
A holographic
But
turkey.
I believe this is just, looks like a fish or, I don't know how many that, like, I don't know if that changes, if you have to look at the same fish all the time or, like, how like patterns of,
Yeah.
like you could with AI and all kinds of things like that. It's, you see the pattern, how many times it's going to do whatever. So you would want something if you're going to keep this as an aquarium. I would think you'd want something that changed it, like got more fish or
Yeah,
different color fish or
yeah.
something. So I don't know all the details, but if you are a fish tank kind of person that doesn't like cleaning the fish tank or, all of that, feeding the fish and all that, just it might be for you. It might make a great gift for someone.
All right. Well, so my next gift is inspired by you because I know you like bubbles.
Yes! Yay!
So this is a bubble blaster. Has, it's like, it's sort of like a gun that has like 60 barrels on it. And
Wow.
you load the soap in one part of it and it shoots out Probably a whole crap load of bubbles.
Well, so how long does you know?
I guess it would last until you ran out of soap. So,
Well,
yeah, I'm pretty sure you would love something like that.
no doubt that is a gift for me for sure.
Yeah, could see you at the beach shooting bubbles there.
Doing a lot better than with the
Yeah,
with my wand.
yeah. I mean, it would probably look like the washing machine had overflowed with, like you've seen on TV where somebody
Oh,
overfills the soap or something in a washing machine and it like covers
yes.
the room or whatever. That's kind of what it would
Well,
look like.
does it look like Lawrence Welk, like the bubbles coming out? Like,
No, they're like small bubbles and,
oh,
there's like hundreds of them coming out at a time. So,
that is so fun, though. Can you imagine how much fun? And you also could have a wand and try to catch some of them and make, even more bubbles with your
yes, a
wand.
giant bubble.
Wow. So how much does this cost?
Only $50.
See, that is a bargain.
Yeah,
Everyone should have that.
I think so. So,
All right. Well, I don't have it. So there you go.
well, you
Put that
never
on my
know.
list there on the gift list. So what would be the downside? The cleanup, like,
You'd
if
have to buy batteries and, you know, buy soap and stuff like that. But other than that, really no downside.
yeah, and bubbles are like they're happy and they're not like gonna hurt you, like paintball, for instance, is gonna hurt if you get
Right.
hit with
Yeah.
that. If you get hit with a bubble, unless it's in your eye, it's not gonna hurt. And how cool.
Yep. So I saw that and I thought of you.
Well, that is just a perfect gift. So I'm gonna put that way up there on the list of the things that we have. I'm gonna put that higher than the watch.
Wow.
Yeah. So, well, I only have one more. Do you have?
Nope. Go ahead. You can do the last one.
Okay. So this is a good ending because this one is my most expensive item. I've never seen anything like it. Maybe you have. This is a 7-person tricycle.
Really?
Yes. So it has 7 seats.
Okay.
Uh, I'm going to try to describe what it looks like. So like a tricycle, the name, it
Yep.
does have 3 wheels.
Okay.
So let's say the front wheel, the one that's by itself, it has like 3 bicycle seats, maybe. That's what they look like,
Right.
anyways. And then the back side, where the 2 wheels are, has 3. And then, kind of on the side, there's a seat. And then it's like a funnel in the middle with a steering wheel. So everybody is facing each other. Like the seats are all turned
Oh, okay.
uh inward, so nobody's looking at the road except for one person, I guess.
Right.
Whoever's driving it, I hope. So, and then there's pedals. So everybody's pedaling and one person is driving, I guess. And yeah, so it's a 7-person tricycle.
Well, so how much is something like that?
Well, that is $20,000.
20,000.
$20,000.
Holy crap.
Well, that is a bargain, Matt, when you think about it.
I
Uh,
mean, does it serve drinks or is it like battery operated or something or
no, it's people operated. You got to pedal.
wow. 20 grand and you got a pedal?
Well, see, what this is for is you need friends. This is a social gathering. You invite your friends and you all get on this tricycle, and because you're facing each other and you're real close, and you can have conversations and together time
Yeah.
while
Still,
you're looking at the scenery, and also it's team building because there's going to be like a few people that don't pedal that much.
I mean, team building would be taking that 20 grand and building your own.
Well, I mean, it also is learning to, like, that if we're going to get past this, whatever, we're all going to have to pedal, or you're
Okay.
going to have to get off the tricycle. To
Okay.
my tricycle. But the thing of that is, like, it could be your tricycle, but you're not going anywhere. I don't think one person could do anything really with it.
Hmm.
So, the downside is don't get this for people that don't have friends, because you are going to need other people.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see where it might be problematic for some people.
It would be for me. Like, I can't think of,
Six
you
other
know,
people you would want to get on a tricycle with
well,
you.
yeah, that would, yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't think it would be my thing, but I do think it's interesting. Now, I could put my mystery meats, like my actors on there and let them, that would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
And just be like, okay, I'm not going to pick a director or anything, like somebody, and watch like who takes charge, who gets in the steering wheel seat, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Like,
And then when they get stuck in the mud or something like that, like, problem solving, who figures out what to do?
yeah, there you go.
They better have that flashlight, for the SOS, is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they probably need that, and some people might need the anti-kidnapping watch.
Yes. And I mean, I don't think you need a key or anything like that. And I don't know how safe it is, or, like the brake. I mean, is it like a tricycle where you just, like a bicycle, you
Yeah,
just like push back on the pedal? But, when you got seven people pedaling, like, what if some people slam on the brakes and others don't? And
I don't know.
well, I don't know either, but you will be interested in seeing, the photo of it. And, is this something you think you might like to have for $20,000?
No, I'd rather have the 20,000.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to post this, for the backstory listeners and see what their take is on it. Would you take this or the money?
Yeah, probably the money.
Well, I don't know how you would haul it necessarily. I mean, there's some problems, no doubt, with like, I don't know how well it would work on certain terrain and that kind of thing. And
Yeah. Well,
yeah. And what if you start out as friends and, two people start arguing along the way, and that just makes it uncomfortable. Like, you don't want to be with seven people, if two of them are fighting or whatever,
or
which
they
is,
leave.
yeah, yeah, or fall off or,
Right.
whatever.
Then what do you do?
Yeah, then you're stuck until you get two more friends. So I don't know. I mean, it does have, like I said, in the middle where the steering wheel is, there's like a funnel looking thing. Maybe you could put your snacks or drinks or something in there. But so it would be cool, like you could go in a parade or something. It's your own float, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't really know, like, I really don't know how the person driving it sees where they're going. Because, like I said, everybody's facing inward.
Don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, at any rate, if this intrigues you, it is called the Only Seven Person Tricycle, and
Alrighty.
it is $20,000, and it is red. So,
Yeah, you could probably build one for about five.
Well, I will take your word on that because I would not get on a tricycle that I had anything to do with building.
All right.
Just saying, if I build your, something, I would not advise to probably get on that.
All righty. Well, so with that, I think we've reached the end of our episode.
Well, I think we've done a fine job with some gifts that
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought of.
I mean, who thinks of buying a Gravitron?
Exactly. Or a 7-person tricycle.
No, not many people think of that.
Or even kidnapping watch.
Anti-kidnapping watch.
Yes, anti-kidnapping watch. Who thinks of that?
Well, people who were worried about being kidnapped, I guess.
Well, I think if we look at our gifts, you could say the themes are nostalgia and
Safety.
safety. Yes. So, I mean, isn't that really, when it comes down to it, that's pretty important stuff.
Yep.
So,
All right. So you're going to go shopping on Black Friday?
I am. I probably, like I said, might buy one or two of these gifts that we've talked about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be the tricycle or the Gravitron, but
Or the anti-kidnapping watch?
yes, because that still is creepy to me. But that flashlight sounds pretty appealing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Certainly, certainly an option.
Well, I think it's just, it's that time of the year, and shopping certainly does put one in a Christmas spirit. So,
Yeah. It'll take a couple weeks for me to get there, but yeah, I mean, looking forward to gifts and turkey and all of that.
all the festivities.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, you better get that Christmas list together because,
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I just don't know. I've been so focused on buying clothes for the Christmas party that I can't think of anything else.
wow, this is a big deal for you because usually you don't give that much thought to, fashion.
Yeah, well, last year I was a little underdressed, so this year I wanted
You're
to do something different.
redeeming yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm sure we will hear all about that on our Christmas episode.
Well, if it's like any of the other parties that I've been to there, maybe you won't hear about it.
Oh. Well, I think we better not say any more about that.
Yeah, they're sometimes they last until the wee hours, and I've been to some of the parties, and probably years back, that ended as the sun came up. So
Mm. So you're thinking this might be the case with this one, so you better.
no, probably not, because we're all old now, and if we're up past 11 o'clock, it's like, oh God.
Well, technically you can get that flashlight and shine it, and people will think it is, you made it till sunrise, whatever. So,
Yeah.
or the hologram. I highly recommend that. And, then everybody feels young again.
There you go. Or the Viewmaster thing.
Exact. Well, that's the pictures that, you only send to the certain people.
Right. Yeah. Well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess that'll do it for this Black Friday episode. Unless you have anything else you want to add.
No, just happy Thanksgiving. I think we should say that. We can't say it enough. My birthday month is coming to an end. This is, I guess, it, right?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Our next podcast episode will be in December. So,
Yep. Winding down this season, and we're on the downhill slide towards Christmas.
from the backside of 30, as some would say in song.
Yeah.
We've been on the backside of that for a while.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and especially Happy Black Friday shopping.
All right. Talk to you all soon.